it's Brooke Moriber, and you're listening to Hank's Corner, a special Christmas episode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Christmas edition of Hank's Corner. You know who I am. I'm Hank Jr. I'm part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and, of course, podcasting. And I am definitely excited about this holiday season, and I'm definitely excited about the guest that we're bringing back on. We had to bring her back on because we wanted to feel the magic again. She is all heart. I've introduced her before on episode 34 as the rising star from Broadway, both New York and Nashville. Please welcome to Hank's Corner, Brooke Moriber. Brooke, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Hank?
Oh, I am doing awesome, and happy holidays, and welcome back to Hank's Corner.
Thanks for having me back.
You know, I could not think of a better person to have on this holiday special this year because, I mean, you've already had a couple Christmas songs out, but you just recently came out with Feel the Magic Again. And that's why I wanted to put that into the title, because bringing you back on, we're going to feel the magic that you bring. And, you know, I'm so excited about that. Tell us a little bit about the song. And then I'm curious as to, because I saw a couple social media posts where you were recording this song back in June. So you know, tell us the concept of it, and then we'll go back to how you started doing the recording.
Well, in Nashville, we always joke about Christmas being in June and July because that's when we have to record our Christmas songs. So we've been celebrating Christmas for a while. But Feel the Magic Again is a song that was actually pitched to me by a friend who's a co-writer of mine named Jude Toy. And she sent me this song, and I don't usually like to sing songs that I'm not a writer on. And I opened it up and I listened, and I was like, wow, I would be an idiot not to record this. It is a classic, big band sound, just magical Christmas track. And it's hard to fall in love with holiday music like this. And I'm so honored to be the singer on it. Fred Mullen produced it, and he's just he's a legend in the industry for Christmas music and for other role models of mine, such as Linda Ronstadt. And it was just so great to have him at the helm, and I'm so excited about how it turned out.
Yeah, definitely. It's an awesome sounding song. I like it. It definitely is getting me in the mood for Christmas. And you know, I've joked about it on my podcast before that you know, when I save the artist's music on like Spotify or whatever it may be, and you know, there'll be a Christmas song in there that I save, like it may be like the middle of summer, and I don't care. I will play it. I won't fast forward it. So I'm listening to Christmas music year round. But
Nice.
you joke that you listen. You know, you put this together in June and July. That's when Christmas is in Nashville. How do you get into the mood during that to prepare for the recording?
I mean, it's usually very, very warm out in Nashville at that point. You know, it's the minute you hear the band start. I mean, for me with this song especially, I just got chills. So I've been in the Christmas spirit for a long time now, for a couple of months, because this particular song I'm so excited about. I really think it can be one of those Christmas classics.
Yeah, and one of the things that I like to talk about too, you know, the fashion that's related to, you know, the Christmas stuff, because things kind of change. And you know, when you talk about like the winter clothing and the formal stuff, and then the holiday stuff, you know, we've got you, seen you on cover art, you know, with the Santa suits and different stuff. How is that like? Do you get excited when you get to put on the different kinds of fashion that comes with the holidays?
Yes, I have to say the Santa suit was realistic. It was freezing cold in the air conditioning in the studio we shot that in. I actually think it might have been 30 degrees inside. They were blasting the AC so high, so I felt like it was winter. We shot a video for Feel the Magic Again where I am wearing this beautiful sparkly gold gown, and I have a very favorite spot in Nashville called the Showroom, which is where everyone buys gowns for things like the CMA Awards and all special events. And you walk in there, and it's like you're like a kid in a candy store. They have them organized by color, and it's just all glitter everywhere. So it's a little overwhelming, but it's so much fun to go and rent something beautiful to wear that you would never get a chance to wear again. So we kind of went with this 1940s sparkly festive vibe for this one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, and I always like seeing the different stuff. Me because the one thing that I do miss about living up north. Well, I guess there's a couple of things, but when we're talking about like the cold weather and stuff, I don't like it for so long, but I do like being able to wear something other than a t-shirt like here in Florida because we're getting a cool front now, but cool front for here is like 60 degrees,
Right.
and people start bundling up. But for me, I still can't wear like a long sleeve shirt, and I just miss some of the the outfits and fashion from living up north, and that's cool to see you doing that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I've always been a summer girl, and I don't like the cold weather. But as the years go on, I'm looking forward to the winters more and more for some reason, and our summers are getting a little longer. So this season, I was like really ready for it, and I'm like, yay, sweater weather, you know?
Yeah, well, I'm really ready to play "Feel the Magic" again here on Hank's Corner.
Feel the magic again. You helped me feel the magic again. No more wishing for the season to end. It's a good life when dreams can come true. Feel the magic again. You helped me feel the magic again. Sleigh bells ringing for the old year to end as a new one begins to shine through. Yeah, you make each day a holiday wonder. Reminds me of our Christmas days, when music and laughter would bring us together to treasure the memories we made. Feel magic again. You helped me feel the magic again. It means that I don't have to pretend. Yeah, it's easy when one becomes two. Yeah, feel the magic again when I'm with each day a holiday wonder. Reminds me of old Christmas days, when music and laughter would bring us together to treasure the memories we made. Feel magic again. You helped me feel the magic again. It means that I don't have to pretend. Yeah, it's easy when one becomes two.
And that was "Feel the Magic Again," Brooke Moriber's latest release and latest Christmas song. And definitely, I'm in the Christmas mood. And like I said, I've been listening to Christmas music all year round. It doesn't really change for me. I don't listen to it heavily, but definitely now I got to create a separate playlist that this song is definitely on, along with some of your other ones. That it becomes more condensed, the amount of Christmas songs I'm playing versus the other stuff.
I bet.
And And we do need to talk about some of the other stuff too that you've been doing, because since the last time you've been on, I can't believe it, but it's really been about 2 years. Like I said, it was
Wow.
episode 34, and I'm in the 140s right now, so it has definitely been a while. So a lot has happened, and I got to go up to New York not too long ago this past summer, but I missed you, so I wasn't able to
I
catch up.
know.
So you got to let us know what's been going on over there.
So you're gonna have to come back to New York when we're doing one of our national New York shows, because I started a series here that we have every 2 months at the Bitter End, which is this famous club in New York that's like the oldest rock club in the city. And we've been basically bringing the Nashville Writers Round experience over to New York City every 2 months there, and bringing in some big writers from Nashville and performers. And we've been doing that since January, so it's almost a year. Our next one is February 22nd, and it's just been really fun. I've been hosting it and getting it together and producing it and performing it, and it's kind of getting a buzz both here and in Nashville. I'm getting people calling me up saying, "Hey, can I be part of the show?" And it's everything that I kind of wanted it to be when I had the idea of it in my head. So I'm just really excited to see it coming to fruition and just kind of blooming and becoming this kind of staple in New York City.
Yeah, and we know that New York City is not necessarily known for country music,
Mm-mm.
but there is pockets of country, that's there. And I found a bar that you recommended, and went to that, had a good time listening to the band that's there. But what is your take on it? Is it kind of on the rise right now to where people are really embracing the country music? Is it steady? What's it going on?
I mean, I feel like country music has been exploding all over the country and the world. So why not have it here in New York City? We're more and more into, the pop, kind of area of, singer-songwriter villain when you're in New York City. But there are a lot of country artists who are still here. And to me, music is universal. We have people that aren't country artists on Nashville, New York as well sometimes, because it's a Nashville style writers round. So we're bringing the Nashville experience, but it doesn't have to be country music, especially. But we do bring in some really big names in country music. Just, it gives it that flavor and people are excited to see it. But the thing that I fell in love with about Nashville is when I saw my first writers round years and years ago when I first went out there. A lot of people in New York say to me, "What's a writers round?" And then
Yeah.
I forget that I once didn't know what that was. And it's a Nashville-based experience. We have open mic nights and writers' nights in New York where people go up and they sing a song or two and stand up at a microphone, and then they call the next person on. You get up on stage and one person exits, one person gets on. But when you're doing a writers' round, which is kind of Bluebird style, and in the Bluebird, they actually sit in the round. You feel like you're in someone's living room. People tell stories about their songs. We're all sitting on stage at the same time. Sometimes we harmonize to each other's songs together, and we bounce off of each other, and there's just this feeling of this casual living room experience where you get to hear the stories behind the songs. And sometimes there are these famous songwriters who write for Carrie Underwood, and you never
Hmm.
would get to hear the songwriter sing the song that they wrote for Carrie Underwood. And that's what is so interesting about the writers round experience.
Yeah, I really love going to that, and Nashville was the first place that I got to experience it as well. The only downside for me, as a tourist coming in, is it seems to go by too fast, because it's usually like about an hour, and every artist will get about maybe three, sometimes four songs, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's it? You want more, because it is great to actually hear their music. And I get it. I know people come to really have a good time, and that includes listening to covers. But usually when I'm coming there to Nashville to see people, I want to see their music, and that's what I really like about the writers round, is that I get to hear their actual music.
Absolutely. Yeah. The writers rounds don't do covers. Usually, I mean, very rarely does anyone do one. Um, it's all about the original music. And it's just such a different experience. And it's just, oh, here's the good news. I was trying to think of what I was going to say to you like a minute ago. The good news about ours is it's a 2-hour show, and
Oh,
we have a little break in between where we do an auction. We have some awesome sponsors. We give away a Taylor guitar, Kicker Audio, Suerte Tequila. We have Victrola. We have, we have a wonderful sponsor, Music Choice. We obviously don't auction them off, but we have some great prizes because of these incredible sponsors who've gotten involved. So we always give out raffles before the show.
that's awesome. And yeah, you're definitely right. I need to get back there. And for those that know me, I have a full-time job that's not related to anything that we talk about here. But I do need to see if I can get them to pay my way again to get back to New York to work up there, because I
Definitely.
definitely want to catch one of these riding rounds. And you've kind of been on fire since we've last talked. I mean, you've had a slew of songs that have been coming out. So do I, All Heart, and one of my favorites that I just love listening to over a little bit of you.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorites lately that you put out. I used to have different favorites, like, they kind of changed, but that one has been kind of a staple. With some of these later songs that you've had out, do you have a favorite, or is there one that you seem to find out that a lot of people, when you play, are always requesting it?
Um, For me, it's a song that I thought was going to do terribly because it's a very slow ballad that starts off really soft and it's not super country. Um, but for me, it's three chords and the truth, so it is. It actually has some more complex chords in it too, which aren't super country. But it's a song on the All Heart EP called Half a Heart. And when I put that one out, I kind of just did it for myself. I loved the song, and it came from, I mean, every song comes from a very personal place, but this one, I just remember the day that I wrote it, and I was sitting over the keys and I was sobbing, and, and it just helped me heal through an experience I was going through in that moment. And it made it onto New Music Friday Country, which was surprising to me. And
Yes.
I've had so many fans messaging me about that particular song and how much the message of it means to them. And that's what I do this for. And it was just felt so great to connect with people on this deeper level with this song that's, about loving yourself despite what other people judge you to be. And it's deeper than that, but I won't get into it. But it's just it just made me feel really good for this whole year that that song has had such a life, and I expected it to be a sleeper. Just
Wow.
never waking up.
Yeah, well, that's definitely awesome, and I know you're always, looking to put out things that empower people. We've had things where you talked about, and the power that the community of New York brings to each other, and you're definitely doing well. And one of the latest songs that you put out, actually right before the Christmas one, was "Stay," and we're gonna go ahead and play that, and I want to hear afterwards, why you chose that cover to release.
Awesome.
I've been sitting here staring at the clock on the wall, and I've been laying here praying she won't call. It's just another call from home. You'll get it and be gone, and I'll be crying. And I'll be begging you, baby, beg you not to leave. But I'll be left here waiting with my heart on my sleeve. For the next time we'll be here seems like a million years, and I think I'm dying. What do I have to do to make you see she can't love you like me? Why don't you stay? I'm down on my knees. I'm so tired of being lonely. Don't I give you what you need when she calls you to go? There's one thing you should know: we don't have to live this way. Why don't you when she calls you to go. There's one thing you should know: we don't have to live this way. Why don't you stay? I can't take it any longer, but my will is getting stronger, and I think I know just what I have to do. I can't waste another minute after all that I put in it. I've given you my best, why does she get the best of you? So the next time you find you wanna leave her bed for mine, why don't you stay? I'm up off my knees, I'm so tired of being lonely. You can't give me what I need when she begs you not to go. There's one thing you should know: I don't have to live this way. Why don't you stay? Why don't you stay?
Welcome back once again to Hank's Corner. I'm Hank Jr. here with my special guest, Brooke Moriber. And, you know, Stay is such an awesome song to begin with. I think I remember hearing that. I can't even remember, but it does take me back when I hear it. And your version is just really awesome in itself too. It's got the bass that Sugarland had put out, but it's got your own stamp on it. And like I said, I'm curious as to why you picked this song to cover and release.
I think this is the song that made me fall in love with country music. So I felt like I've always I've always played it acoustically or with a full band. We've been actually playing it for the past year or two live a lot, and I've gotten a lot of requests to just get in the studio and record it. So I finally said, "Well, what am I waiting for? Why don't I do it?" I recorded it with Fred Mullen, who also recorded the Christmas song, who's very good at putting the drama into things, which I love, and making things sound kind of epic. And we wanted this version to start out really kind of soft, and then it just explode at the end. And I just got chills when I heard him, put the track together with the band at first. And I just love Jennifer Nettles so much. She's such an idol vocally to me. So I just love the song and I love her voice. So I wanted to put this out.
Yeah, and I noticed that you posted something that says you're going to keep posting different videos, different clips of the song until she makes a comment.
She still
Has she
hasn't.
still
Nope, she
hasn't?
hasn't. I gotta keep posting. I don't know if she's on TikTok. I think Sugarland is, but I don't see like a Jennifer Nettles with a check mark. So I might be posting to the air.
Yeah, and that would be great, if she does respond to that, and who knows where that could lead to. I mean, that could lead to who knows, like a duet type deal, or just like a TikTok version of a duet that
Oh,
seems to be
I would
pretty
love that.
popular.
Oh my goodness.
But you
I
have to
love
you have
her.
to convince her to come on my podcast if you ever get to talk to her. I don't
Oh,
think she
you
would, but
betcha. She'd
I
have to,
at
because
least
you
got
put the idea in the heads.
but I also bring that up because, talking about duets and stuff like that, is that you recently got to open up for Scotty McCreery. Tell us about that.
Oh, it was great. I had such a blast, and Scotty is such a amazing performer and such a sweet, wonderful human being. It was such an honor. Um, yeah, we did. We opened for him, and the audience was definitely my kind of audience. Like they were wanting to hear the kind of music that I do, so it felt like a really good fit. You kind of sometimes when you open for people, you're not exactly sure what you're going to get, and it was a wonderful experience. The crowd was amazing, and yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on that. I know that's a big deal. And, as you keep continuing moving on up in the world, who do you have in mind that would be, even, that you've been always wanting to, maybe open up for, or even, like we said, with Jennifer Nettles doing a duet? Who's on your
Oh
list?
gosh, so many. uh, oh my goodness. I mean, Jennifer and Sugarland is one of them, I would definitely say. Uh, I mean, Miranda Lambert, Carly Pierce, Chris Stapleton. I don't even know where to start or end the list. There's too many. There's so many amazingly talented human beings that I'd love to open for. If Linda Ronstadt was still performing, she would be my number one.
Mm.
She's always been my number one.
Yeah, she's definitely a classic there. And
She's the best,
I know you
best.
go back and forth between New York and Nashville, and when you're in Nashville there, how often do you run into some of these big stars, and do you ever get starstruck?
You know, the only time I ever got starstruck, I was doing actually a Broadway musical in New York City, and Cyndi Lauper was in the musical. And
Mm.
I mean, talk about idols that I grew up wanting to be. She was one of them. And I always think of stars as just other people. I don't really get starstruck. But when I met her, I embarrassingly could not speak English. I literally, I walked up to her and was like, "Hi, Cindy. Yeah, I love you." It was awful.
And what was
Um,
her response?
She was so humble. She had never done a Broadway show before, and all the rest of us in the cast had. So she was asking all of us for tips. So she just started telling me that she was really kind of nervous to do this, and could she ask me for any tips if needed? And I think she knew that she needed to help me feel a little more comfortable too. But she was like that through the whole experience, very humble and very, asking, "Am I doing this right?" Which was just amazing.
Wow, look at that. You coaching the stars out there. That's pretty awesome. And this is definitely, like I said, our Christmas episode. We're going to play Hard Candy Christmas, and we'll come back. We're going to have a lot of fun with all things Christmas.
Hey, maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far that I'll lose track. Me, I'll bounce
Welcome back to Hank's Corner. This is my special Christmas episode here with Brooke Moriber, and you just heard Hard Candy Christmas, which is also a remake over somebody that's pretty much, I guess, the queen of country. I don't know if that's her official title, but, Dolly Parton. And, I love your version. What made you choose that to remake? I mean, that's different. That's a tough one there.
I've always loved that song, and it kind of bridges the two worlds that I come from together, both country music and Broadway, because it was a song in a Broadway show.
Mm.
And Dolly is, I mean, I sound like every other girl in country music, but I've been obsessed with Dolly since forever. So, and the song was written by a woman, and it's just a beautiful song, and I was just really inspired to sing it.
Yeah, I want to say that your voice was a great pick for that. I think you picked the right song to do that, and because you came out with that. Was it 2 years ago now? Has it been
Probably
or?
2 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I've listened to that one, quite a bit, and I really enjoy doing that. And as far as Christmas is concerned, or the holidays in general, because here in America, and I know a lot of people watch me overseas, but here in America, we got Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then there's a lot of other holidays in between. So we'll say the holiday season because like there's just so much going on. But what is your favorite part about the holiday season?
I have to say for me, because I travel so much, that for right now, I actually am home for Thanksgiving and Christmas and just being with my family. I feel like I'm never home for long periods of time because I split my time between Nashville and New York. I make most of my music in Nashville, and then I go on tour and perform in other places. So for me, the holidays are special, especially when I get to be home, which has worked out over the past couple of years that I am actually in New York City during the holidays. And not only do I get to be with my family, but there's no place like New York City during the holiday season. It
And
just,
that's what I was going to say. Yes,
yeah.
because New York is very, very special for that. I mean, they got that lighting of that huge tree, and then of course, when New Year's comes around, it's the biggest party in the country. So you got a lot of things going for you there just for being in the Big Apple.
For sure. I have to tell you though, I went once to Times Square for New Year's Eve, never again. I stayed
Tell me
home.
about that,
I
because
have a party
it
in
to
my
me.
apartment.
Because to me, I mean, as cool as it looks on TV, it's got to be miserable out there.
No,
So,
no,
how did your experience go?
well, I wasn't in the crowd. I'm not that crazy.
Okay.
As a New Yorker, I know not to do that, but I was at a party in Times Square in a building that overlooked it, which was really cool, but you couldn't get home.
Yeah,
It's just impossible. But yeah, no, I hear all these stories about people wearing adult diapers to get through it. Like, why would I want
exactly.
to go? Why would I want to put myself through that?
Yeah, that is definitely the reason why I wouldn't want to do that. But it does definitely look so much fun on TV. And of course, some of the years it gets very, very cold, and I just don't think that I
Mhm.
want to be out there for 12 hours
No
waiting for the
way.
ball to drop in 30-degree weather
No
or
way.
even
Yeah,
colder.
I'm with you on that.
And of course, my favorite thing, I talk about this on almost every podcast to begin with, but it also changes as the holidays come around. But what are some of your favorite foods and drinks during the holiday season?
I make an incredible pumpkin pie, so I look forward
Mm,
to that every holiday season. I'm a little bit of a health nut, so I actually it's gonna sound like it's disgusting, but I don't use sugar. I don't use dairy. I don't use
mm.
gluten. And it tastes amazing. It tastes like a normal pumpkin pie. So I've found a way to make healthy desserts, and the holiday season gives me an extra excuse to spend some time baking, and I love to bake. So that's another part of the holidays that I love. But yes, I look forward to my pumpkin pie.
That's awesome. And, I had Dallas Remington on, in my first season, around the same time I had you. And, one of the things that she did was this thing for a while where she would do, I think it was called picking and cooking or something like that, where
Mhm.
she would put something in the oven, she would play, but she would be doing the recipe. Any thoughts about having your own show where you show people how to cook, or even your own cookbook, Brooks cookbook? I don't
Oh,
know.
that's a cool idea. I have done some Instagram posts where I've shown how to make healthy desserts, and people are really into that stuff. So a cookbook isn't a bad idea, actually.
But I definitely would try it. I mean, I'm not the biggest health person, shall we say, but I would definitely give it a try
You
because
would
I
still
love
you would
pumpkin
still
pie.
like you would still like the desserts that I make. They still
Yeah.
taste sweet. Yeah.
So now, we know that you got a couple of your own songs out there in Christmas, for Christmas, are there any other songs that you just really like, or anything that takes you back to being a kid? Any of those classic Christmas songs that you like?
This is terrible, but the first thing that popped into my head because my grandmother and I used to laugh about it was Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh yes.
But my grandmother, she's not here anymore, but she was my best friend and she was the coolest woman ever. And we used to just blast that song and laugh to it. So definitely a fan of that one.
Yeah, that sounds very similar to our family, that we definitely took that to be laughed upon, and
We
I
like to
think
laugh in my family.
yeah, that's great. And you know, definitely miss that song. And since then, because that was really kind of the first like funny Christmas song that I can remember, of course. And then since then, you have people like Jack Foxworthy and all these that came out with all these other different Christmas songs that are funny. But I think that was kind of the
Yeah.
first one, except for, I guess, Cheech and Chong. I think I remember them doing, it wasn't a song, but they did a little bit, talking about Santa Claus. And most people actually haven't heard that, but it is definitely a funny thing that I remember as a kid.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I haven't heard it either. But I just came to mind a more current song that I love because I love funny Christmas songs. Is "Stretchy Pants," Carrie Underwood.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's so good because it's literally me. I'm like, wait, I gotta get my stretchy pants on because I like to stuff myself when it's the holiday.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I definitely gained a lot of weight during the holidays, but like everybody else, I just hit the gym a little harder come January.
Exactly.
And speaking about January, 2025 is just right around the corner. What are your plans? What do you got going on in the new year? Do you have any goals, whether they're musical or not? What should we expect from you?
I have a lot of new music coming out that I'm
Mm,
so excited about. Some of it I recorded in Muscle Shoals, and I have to say, recording out there was kind of magical.
yeah.
Uh, so I'm really excited about all the new music. I'm really excited about the new guests we're going to have at Nashville, New York, that I'm going to be
Ah,
announcing. Uh, that's just feels like a little bit of a dream come true how well that show is doing. So I'm so excited for this second year of it being around. And yeah, I'm just really excited about the new music.
yeah, well, that's awesome. And, I definitely want to say, congratulations on all the success that you've been having since we've last talked. I mean, you're just definitely a rising star, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. So you just keep at it. And, I love all this music coming out. And of course, you guys can always check out my new Music Friday posts. And of course, Brooke, you're always up on the top. I got to make sure that you get up there because,
Aw.
I definitely love your music when it comes out. So keep those cover arts coming over. Of course, don't forget to follow Brooke on social media. Of course, the website's listed below. And Brooke, it's definitely been a great time talking with you. I hope you enjoy the holidays. And of course, if you ever want to come back for a third time on Hank's Corner, you're more than welcome to.
Let's do 3, 4, 5, however many we want. I love talking with you.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come